So look at that. A cave city. Just mind-blowing, massive caves there. So as I was talking about with that couple who I think was from Australia there, inside the pigeon cave, then there are the little cubby holes for the pigeons to roost. But like this cave here, you don't see those. And so that must have had another purpose. I don't know, what was used for what, but with all the people living here, they were obviously living inside some of these structures, and I'm sure had also, wooden homes as well. Pretty fascinating. So the Uchisar Castle again there, with the red Turkish flag on top. And so I guess that was Pigeon Valley, what I walked through. So it actually wasn't as interesting as I thought that it might be. I was anticipating more of the various cave structures. Still, I mean, those, the one that we went inside of was definitely one of the most amazing. But it's a relatively short section there. And then I have done this walk many times, because this is my 5th time to Cappadocia. I always stay in Gurame, and I've done the walk from there up to Uchisar. And I would say, other than that one most amazing, well, the two amazing cliff facade cave complexes, that it's actually more interesting this way as far as all of the various cave structures that you're going to see. So, I was just drinking some pomegranate orange juice. That stuff is delicious, one of my favorite combinations, orange and pomegranate. And of course, that leads into, if you're talking about health, you got to talk about what you're putting in your body. I don't want to get lost on this one for too long, it's obvious, but being healthy physically, which has a great effect on your mental health as well, then it requires being conscious about what you're putting in your body, especially those stimulants, caffeine, sugar. And by sugar, for me, what I mean is especially all of the sugar substitutes. Regular white sugar, I don't have a big problem with. Of course, you want to, watch your sweets. But for me, I have a very, very negative reaction, really intense, to most of the sugar substitutes. So, corn syrup, glucose fructose, aspartame, sucralose, dextrose, and the worst for me, stevia, even though it's a natural plant, but something in the processing must be the issue. But it messes me up literally for days, like really intense effects that I would not experience otherwise. Hard to describe, but really, really unpleasant. And so I avoid all of those. I read ingredients very carefully and avoid basically all of the sugar substitutes, except for raw cane sugar is the best choice for me. And then a few others like, honey, of course, is fine. And then cactus sugar or whatever. Some of them I don't have a problem with. Anyways, just being conscious of what you're putting in your body, how healthy your food is, and these days with the packaged stuff, watch for that MSG, monosodium glutamate, is in so many products. That's another one I have a very bad reaction to. And so it isn't just a matter of I'm avoiding this stuff because people say it's bad for you. I'm avoiding it because I feel the effects right away, or within an hour or whatever after ingesting these things, and it messes up my day for like hours or even longer sometimes. And so in that case, your body's telling you it really doesn't like that stuff. So anybody who has any sort of spiritual awareness is aware of the concept of eating healthy, so I don't need to preach too much on that one. I'm no perfect example anyways, but always good to be reminded. And then spiritual reading. I don't really do any spiritual reading anymore. I don't do hardly any reading anymore because I'm too busy with all the stuff I already mentioned with the videos and yada yada. I just don't have the same kind of spare time. But back a decade or two or three ago, then I was deeply immersed in spiritual content, looking for everything that was vaguely interesting. And the benefit of spiritual reading, or I should say the benefits, are many. To some extent, it's a matter of what your mind is focused on. If you watch the news about such and such terrible event, or two political candidates fighting it out, that is going to affect your mind, your mental state in some way. And everything you take in physically, mentally, through your various senses affects you in some way. And so spiritual reading is a way to shift your focus to taking in something that affects your mind in a more positive, peaceful way. And then also, of course, there's the aspect of you get ideas. You can have revelations. I've had just these huge revelations from reading various spiritual books that can change the course of your life, take you in a totally different direction, affect how you make choices in your life, what you prioritize, what you focus on, how you're making your decisions, who you're allowing into your life, how you're allowing people to negatively affect you, and cause also subtler changes within yourself that incrementally affect how you approach life, how you view yourself, others, life in general, your future, your past, all that. And so spiritual reading or watching spiritual videos, assorted content that focuses on the spiritual, mental health, physical health aspect of life can change your life. And so I'll conclude here with what is kind of the most important overall point here, which is the power of now, the importance of carpe diem, seizing the moment. So a lot of things in our lives. Marhaba. So a lot of things in our lives take us out of the moment. Watching the news, being bombarded with everything that is going on in the world, various things in our personal lives, both current challenges and past traumas that have affected our state of mind, our psychological health, and weigh on us, and lots of other things. And so, to a great extent, the spiritual path, the inner quest, the law of attraction taking real control of our lives is about choosing now, making choices to prioritize in our life with our time doing things that bring us more into the moment. So that could be meditation, that could be yoga, or qigong, or even karate. Something that really draws us into the present moment in a powerful way, so that we're intensely focused on what we're doing right now. And that could be sports. It could be all kinds of things. It could be doing a puzzle that you get intensely focused into. But to what extent are we kind of being pulled around by events and temptations in our life, and just, watching the news for hours because it's on, or going to social events that we don't actually enjoy because we feel obligated to, or overworking because we just don't know what else to do with our lives and with our time. Watching TV for hours, silly stuff that just numbs our mind and our souls. And how can we change that in our lives and make it a priority to take some of that spare time we all have? If you're watching this video, you got some spare time because you're watching this video, and make better use of it in order to affect our mental state, improve our physical state, and have more fun. I mean, that's ultimately what it's all about. Is if you're having fun in life, you're doing it right. If you're not having a good time, it's time to change something and not keep doing the same things, the same routine over and over again that isn't enjoyable. So I think I've rambled enough here.
Good.
Merhaba, hello.
Merhaba, nasılsın? İngiliz, Alman?
English, yes.
Oh, İngiliz, Alman good. Turkish energy vitamin.
Oh, you have some figs and fruit. Oh, I'm okay.
Energy vitamin.
I don't need. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. That is the end of my experience in Turkey. As I said, tomorrow, flying to Egypt, a whole other adventure. We'll see when I get around to recording some more content, but it is on my mind. It is a priority of mine to get back to doing more videos on this channel. So keep your eyes open. Have a good one. Peace, love, namaste. So I was walking along the path there. There's the town of Germe around the corner. Lots more of the ferry chimneys. Over here you can see some doors, windows, etc. And then I saw this one from there and decided to investigate. So I thought that I would just end this video with a little exploration, because although many of the ferry chimneys with the most interesting looking series of cave openings have locked doors, this one does not. It just has a kind of precarious entryway that looks quite doable, because there are sort of these steps that get a little better up there. So I'm going to try to get up there and then get inside. Mission accomplished. I think that the getting down is going to be the harder part, but I'm sure that I'll figure it out. So here you go, another one of the pigeon roosts, all of the little cubby holes. Not sure what that deep hole there was for. So when I was looking at the structure, I could see a cave that I believe is above this. And I was really hoping that this would be multi-leveled with stairs or whatever, but not the case. So maybe you get up to the upper level by ladders or something. Anyway, pretty interesting to imagine the lives that people lived in this area for thousands of years when these are the kinds of structures that they were creating. And you can see right there, looks like another entrance way up there, which you certainly could get up that way, but not going to risk my life and physical health on that one. And from here you can see what I mean. We did not get into that up there. A big square cave structure up there. So curious to see inside that one, but not today. All right, have a good one.